everyone, welcome to the Growth Movement. I'm Celia and today I have a practice for our core and our legs. A quick practice so that we can get on with anything else that we have to put our time and our energy into today. So get into something comfortable that can really move your legs so you're nice and free. Have a sip of water and I'll see you on the mat. Wonderful. So today we're going to start standing with our feet hip width apart, toes facing straight in front of us. Nice and neutral through our stance. Let's rock it out a bit. Let's shake those hips. Really bust it out to one side and bust it out to the other side. Circle through, really tucking that tailbone forwards, shining the pelvis up, and then to the side and to the side. Work with me here. Inhale, exhale. Passive movement to start today. And on your next inhale, rise the arms above the head with the hands face up like you're holding a ball right above your head though. Tuck that tailbone under. Set the shoulders down. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Palms reach the floor and ground, really strongly ground and feel the energy. Breathe here for a moment. Feeling into the stretch, feeling areas that may need to be worked on, where space may need to be created. Now in our forward fold, we're gently going to begin bicycling our knees. And we'll feel as we bend the left leg, the right hip will engage and you'll feel it. And then vice versa, bend the right leg, the left hip engages. And really kind of feel in. Bring the shoulders into it, relax the head. The crown shining to the floor, grounding through our palms. Breathing. And on the exhale, melt down into a squat. So we come from our forward fold where we're stepping away. You just gently turn the toes outwards, drop the bottom by bending the knees. And when we get into the squat, then we move. We do. It's our yoga. It's not defined. Then we become mindful that our tailbone is tucked and that our spine is straight, that our chin is slightly tucked. We press with our elbows into our knees. And this is our moment of centering before we begin. Inhale and set an intention for this practice today. Today I intend to trust whatever comes to mind, even if it doesn't seem anything to do with what we're doing. Trust it and put every single bit of energy into that intention throughout this practice, remaining mindful of the breath. On your next exhale, plant the palms, push back up through to standing, turning the feet to face the front. Inhale, bend the knees and lift to standing. Reach the arms above the head. Let the palm meet with the arms straight above. Interlace the thumbs. Exhale. Let the chin drop. Curl the tailbone. And exhale, hands to heart. Now, move to the end of your mat. And take a moment to get comfortable standing here. And when we're ready, we're going to drop to the knees and then to all fours. Make sure that we're supported with our knees below our hips and our wrists below our shoulders. Fingers are splayed, tops of the feet are down and strong. Inhale, drop the belly. A quick cat-cow here, pressing down through the shoulders. Exhale to rise through the chest, pulling the belly button back. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, rise through into our cat, tucking the tailbone. And then inhale to center. Now, plant through the left knee Really support ourselves through our hands equally. Lift the right knee and place it central underneath ourselves. Just get your balance right here with our knee here like this. And then we're going to begin a rotation towards the back of our mat. We're going to lift, rotate and lower. Lift, rotate and lower. And as we're doing it, we're being mindful that our palms are still both planted. We're mindful that our shoulders are low from our ears. Our hips are as level as possible. And we are breathing. Keep going, you can do it. Remember that this is a whole body practice. Use the whole body, use the breath, use the mind. And on the next inhale, reverse your circle. 3 breaths here like this. 2, 3. Exhale. Regain ourselves through our shoulders. And switch to the left leg. Bring it centrally under the body. Really make sure that we're supported. And begin our circle towards the back of the mat with the left leg. And breathe. Inhale, really feel yourself grow. And exhale, feel you relax into the new space you've created. On the next exhale, reverse your circle. And breathe. Exhale, relax everything down into child's pose. So our chest is on the tops of our thighs. Our crown is to the mat. Our arms are down with the backs of our hands on the mat. Our palms are facing upwards. And here, we relax through our shoulders. Our neck is straight. We are relaxed. Our heart is beating. That is wonderful. It's a sign that we are alive. It is a blessing. Once you feel that you've got your breath, slowly rise to a seat, dragging the tops of the palms along the mat. Then place the fingers on the mat, either side of the feet underneath our bottom. Open through the chest. Feel the spine lengthen. Inhale here and exhale back to all fours. Put the knees back open to hip width apart. Make sure that our hands are meticulously supported. From here, we're going to curl the toes, and you guessed it, push it up to downward dog. Now, if you need to walk here, that's fine, go for it, like stretch yourself into it. If you feel you need to kind of rock on the spot a few times, go for it. This is the moment to make this your practice, to do what feels right. All right. So now we're going to breathe in here, inhale. And exhale, plant through the left heel, level through the hips and rise the right foot up. Hold it there, shine the inside of the right thigh up to the sky. And exhale, bring the nose to the knee. Stepping into our lunge, let the left knee touch the ground. Turn the top of the left foot down to the mat. Bring yourself up so that you are proud and you are standing. Push up through your right leg, and then once you reach the top, straighten yourself. Make sure your hips are square and down, and then come back down into our lunge. Take a moment here. Really feel into those hips. Really breathe into any space that you're finding tight or tense or not working the way it should be lately. And then on your next inhale, plant the fingertips, curl the toes of the left foot, and pushing up, push to standing, rising the arms above the head as we go, keeping that back foot on the tippy toes. Really feel that stretch, really plant through. And on the inhale, bending through the forward body, bringing the chest towards the knee. Touching the fingertips or the palms to the ground if you can. And once you get there, lowering the back foot. Keeping the front foot straight but not locked. Staying here with our shoulders down, keeping them away from our ears, relaxed. Nothing is tense, everything is working. Inhale, bend forwards back into our lunge. Place the left knee on the floor, the top of the left foot flat. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, turn towards the right and put the palms to the heart for a nice side rotation. So we're facing over our right leg with our palms at our heart. Inhale and exhale here for 2 breaths. Really feeling in, making sure that we're not just slouching in, but that we're still solid and we're on wherever we're at. Exhale, return to center, plant the palms, curl the left toes, step it back to plank, straight into it, pushing up through the body. Take a few breaths here, keeping the neck up, chin slightly tucked and you'll feel it relax. Stay here with me. Pushing up, if you need to go to a half plank, be my guest. Simply lower the knees, lay the feet flat, look over you and go, I look pretty straight. And that's how you know. If you're still up in our full plank, woohoo, I'm so proud, keep going. Wherever you are, hold it for me, keeping the neck and the shoulders relaxed. On the next exhale, tuck the elbows and lower to the floor. Lay the top of the feet flat to the ground. Plant the palms on either side of the chest and inhale up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, push back through the torso up to downward dog. Plant the heels, stretching through. From here, on our next inhale, we're going to plant the right foot and lift the left foot to the sky, shining through that left thigh to help maintain balance in the hips. And exhale, nose to knee. Stepping up into our lunge, dropping the right knee to the floor and the top of the foot. Gently inhale and rise. Straighten and deepen here. Really not lock, but place those hips where they really should be, which is towards the front and tailbone slightly tucked. On the next inhale, curl the toes and rise up to standing. Staying on our tippy toes on our right foot, we're going to straighten through our left leg and exhale, leaning forwards. Reaching our fingertips or our palms to the mat or our hand to our shin. Keeping the back foot on its tippy toes for now. We're going to get to our lowest point here. Keep our shoulders low and gently plant the right heel. Allow that front knee to bend slightly. Don't be putting yourself into any situation where you're tensed or locked, because it's really not beneficial. It's not good for our bodies. So now find that place of comfort, yet awareness and energy. Relax through the crown of the head and take a few breaths. On your next exhale, bend through the front knee back into our lunge. Really feel it again for a moment. And then on the next inhale, push to standing, meeting the hands above the head, interlocking the fingers, dropping back down and turning to the left and meeting our hands to heart, just like on the other side. Really ground through your front foot and the balls of your right foot. It's really beneficial. Constantly, if you need to come up and check, yeah, my hips are good, then lower into your twist. Take 3 more breaths here. And on your exhale, lower to the floor, step it back to plank, pushing up through the shoulders with the belly button to the spine, lower to the belly. Inhale, turn the tops of the feet, rise to cobra. Really open through the chest here. Drop the shoulders. On your next inhale, pull the belly button up and then bring the hips and the buttocks back to sit on your feet. Touch your toes together. Open the knees to a 45-degree angle, straight down into an extended child's pose. Put the crown to the mat and continue the conscious breathing here for 3 breaths. We're so close. And the final exhale, plant the palms on either side of the chest. Keep the neck neutral and push to a seat. Use the hands to lovingly guide the legs back beneath yourself, and then gently from all fours, come into a seat so that we're not doing any damage. And then turning onto our buttocks for a tiny little bit of core work, and then we're done. So from here we're going to sit. We need to really move the fleshy part of the buttock aside so that we're right on our sit bones. Tailbone is down, head is up, everything is nice and aligned, chin is slightly tucked. From here, simply palms out in front of us. Here in this position, I want you to practice gently leaning the torso back, maintaining the integrity through the neck. The chin remains. So all of the muscle work is coming from my abdomen. My belly button pulls towards my spine. And so we're just right now recognizing the muscles that we want to use. I remember early in my yoga journey, I found muscles I didn't even know existed. And from here, once you're comfortable with the palms lifted, lift the right foot, lift the left foot, active through the toes or pointed through the toes, wherever you feel most comfortable. Once you find your place of comfort, stop, commit, and breathe. Really hold yourself through the torso, keeping the shoulders relaxed and down. On the next exhale, pull the knees towards, so they're still not down on the ground yet. Reach in and hold the insides of the feet and stretch the legs up. In these positions, it's really important that we're maintaining our sit bones to the floor, and as we extend, that we're comfortable and we find stillness. Because if you can't find stillness here, then I would like you to bring the heels as close to the body, roll forwards and straighten through the spine, and be here in stillness. My children are watching. Shh. And we're breathing and we are releasing. Lifting the knees to meet. Now sit, make sure those hip bones are still connected, and wrap the arms around the knees. Gently bring the forehead to rest. And stay in that position with your face down and just return to the intention that was set earlier. And feel that sense of knowing that it's okay and that you are enough and that it will be fine. Really, truly believe that, because at our core, we are all ourself, and the external matters of our life don't really, you don't have to let them affect who you are on the inside. So while you're here, I'd like you to give yourself a few reassuring breaths that you've got yourself. It's okay. You've known yourself longer than anyone. You need to trust yourself, be your own best friend. And breathe. Feel the shoulders lowering away from the ears. And on your final exhale, return to a comfortable seated position. Move the neck from side to side, roll the shoulders, tuck the tailbone, sitting up nice and straight. Thank you so much for taking the time. I hope you have a moment to take a few breaths here and find that space so that you can return there at any time in the day. Find that space of contentment and calm within yourself so that when it does feel a bit overwhelming, you know exactly where to return to. And our brain works exactly like that. You need to show it so it knows for later. So if you have the time, take a few breaths. If not, you've already taken plenty of breaths, and I am so very proud of you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I'm kind to myself, and in turn, I am kind to the world. Namaste.